Hello guys, this is Chaga from MuddyTigerOutdoors, and guess what? We're outside. We're not doing a video today that involves the living room, so I'm pretty excited about that. It's a gorgeous day today. It's finally cooler in Texas, not cool but cooler, which means we are down to 65, 67 degrees this morning. Beautiful morning, clear sky. No clouds at all, and you know, we're just out here to enjoy the day. It's amazing how us that live in colder climates, you know, how we adapt to that. And I even thought about grabbing a sweater this morning because it's 65 in Texas. We consider that a little chilly, at least I do. But no, I said no, I'm gonna warm up walking, so it'll be fine. And yeah, it's perfect out here. So today I'm going to take it easy as far as the distance and as far as the speed in which I walk. And that's actually one of the reasons why I haven't been out as much as I'd like to in the last few weeks. Besides the heat in Texas, you know, being over 90 and 95 degrees outside. I've been dealing with an ingrown, and what happened in one of my toes, accidentally a few months ago, quite a few months ago, probably about 6, maybe longer than that, I hit a door with my right big toe, and my toenail didn't fall off, but it bled underneath the toenail, and I didn't want to fix it because I know what it involves, being, you know, that's the field in which I work in. That would have involved drilling a little bit of a hole on top of the nail and draining the blood out. I didn't want to go through that. I thought it would be okay, so I just let it, and the nail died, but it didn't fall off. So as it healed, there was a new nail growing underneath all of that. So it was growing between, or it was growing underneath the scab and then the dead nail. So finally that grew about halfway, and the old nail fell off. But that made the nail underneath grow a little bit funky, so it's been kind of getting ingrown. Man, these guys are loud. You hear that? Anyway, so yeah, the nail's been growing kind of funky, and it's been getting ingrown to the point that I had to dig it out. I had to fix it, and even after fixing, I started developing a little bit of a tissue called granuloma or granular tissue, which is okay. It just means that it might have gotten a little infected and it tried to fix itself. So anyway, I fixed it, and it'd been bothering me for a while. Sometimes it bleeds. So anyway, that's what I've been dealing with. To fix that, I had to use a little bit of silver nitrate, and you just kind of, it's a way to chemically cauterize the tissue, so it would, you know, stop bleeding and stop giving me grief and get better. So anyway, that's why I have to kind of pace myself, make sure I'm careful how I step and where I step, just because it's still kind of tender. It's healing, but it's still kind of tender, and I'm gotta be careful with it. I kind of forgot these were here. I know Laurel and I saw them probably last year, and you know, we kind of went down there and took a look, see what's in there. It's basically 2 old cars, probably 50s, mid 50s, late 50s, and they're just there forever resting. Just kind of weird. because this didn't used to be a road or anything, so I don't know where they're there. Now the thing about coming out early in the morning is there are lots of spiders in the trail. I don't hate spiders, I just don't like getting tangled in their web. That's what I don't like. Anyway, it's still kind of early, so I'm thinking about having a hot cup of tea. So I'm gonna find a little quiet place down there. There's a little dry pond over there, so we're gonna see if there's a place to sit just away from the trail. So follow me. Watching out for spider webs. Yeah, this looks all right. All right. Check it out. What a bad little place. Alright, so I've got the stove set up. It's kind of hard because it's a little bit of an incline. I don't know if the camera's going to capture, but we're going down in the slope that way. So there's a little dry pond over there. So anyway, I've got my chaga here, or a chunk of chaga, courtesy of Mossstone Woodlore, who sent me this a few months ago. I appreciate it. I'm still enjoying it, man. This is great stuff. And I've got my bladder here. By the way, this bladder, great water bladder with a hose. I'll talk about this in a later video. Camelback, great little bladder here. Just enough for about 2 cups of tea. Seal that up. Let's see. I'm gonna make a little strong today. Here's a chunk of chaga down in there. And Lachlan told me to boil it about 10 minutes to make it nice and strong. And I'm not sure if it's going to work with this surface here. There we go. Bunny rabbit just crossed right in front of me. I don't think he even realized that I was here. So while we're waiting for that to boil, gotta tell you guys, I'm really excited about next month, October 16th through the 18th. That's because my wife and I will be going to Mississippi for the first annual Southern Bushcraft Rendezvous. So we're very excited about that. We're gonna get to meet a lot of you guys out there. I know a bunch of guys through the Facebook page that they created. I know who's going, and I know there's gonna be a lot of people there. So I'm very excited about that. It's gonna be about a 6 hour, 6.5 hour drive for us, but we're definitely very excited. Um, you know, it's I've never been to Mississippi. I've been to a lot of the states, but not Mississippi. So yeah, I'm excited about that too. So this is already boiling after 2 minutes, but we're gonna let it boil just a little longer, just make sure that we get that chaga goodness out of there. Let's see what it looks like. Oh yeah, and it's already as dark as coffee, but we're gonna let it boil just a little longer. That looks nice, and I'm really looking forward to that. Nice cup of chaga from up north. One thing I forgot was a granola bar for breakfast. I always seem to carry a granola bar, but not this time. In fact, I have two of them in my chest pouch, which I didn't bring, but that's okay. It'll be fine. I do have a Mountain House meal in this pack, and I think it's sweet and sour pork. I don't get very hungry in the morning, so I think I'll be fine. I don't usually eat breakfast anyway. I just drink a cup of coffee or something like that. So if I'm still here around lunchtime, then we'll have that. If not, we'll just save it for later. And I can't tell you how much I miss just being out here, enjoying the sun, the sounds, the smells, the weather, the woods. Once again, like my friend Lachlan from Mosstone Woodlore puts it, just out here enjoying God's creation, you know, all everything around you. Even the quietness is just very enjoyable. Alright, I think this is pretty much done. Let's take a quick look. Yeah, that's pretty decent. That's dark enough, I think. So we're gonna turn the gas off, and we're gonna let this just kind of sit aside. Just let it rest a little bit. And yeah, I added this wind guard to my Optimus Crocs stove, and it's performing great. It's made by the same, it's part of the same company, so it matches everything perfectly. That's one thing about me. I kind of like everything to match, and I could have made one out of aluminum foil, but this one works great, and it's made by the same guy. So another thing to be excited about. Tomorrow I take delivery of my third SE knife, and that's going to be the SE4. Pretty excited about that too, because you know, I don't know if you guys might have seen another video where I commented that I'm a firm believer of the 3-knife philosophy. Having 3 knives while, you know, bushcrafting or out here in the wilderness, or, you know, camping, backpacking, whatever you do, you know, having a big knife, you know, chop through stuff. I don't carry a hatchet most of the time, so having a big knife to baton, chop through branches, just do a bunch of different big tasks, and that's why I have the SE Home Glass right here on my pack. Small knife, and this is usually a neck knife just for, you know, small carving, sometimes even food preparation, just a bunch of different things, and that's why I have the SE Izula in Venom Green. And my medium knife, I have a couple of medium knives, and my favorite one is the one that I got from Ralph Bear, which I've showed you guys in several videos. That is a gorgeous knife. But I wanted to give SE a try, at least the mid-sized knives, and I was very eager into buying the SE5. I've seen a lot of reviews about it. I've seen a lot of guys use it. In fact, one of them was Wildman from Joshua Moran's channel, and he does a lot of great testing with the SC5. And I really wanted one, but then I saw how heavy it is, and I like to carry my knife. Usually when I'm out with a backpack, I like to carry my medium-sized knife somewhere around the chest, attached to my chest rig or to my chest pouch. And I thought that would be a little bit heavy for carrying it up here, especially since I may already be carrying this and the bigger knife on the side of the pack. So I went ahead and got a smaller knife, a lighter knife, but a knife that I know it would still be a survival type or a backpacking type, a knife that I know would be able to perform tasks as a single knife, or if I didn't have any of the other two. So the SC4 seemed like a logic choice. You know, watched once again a lot of reviews, been to a few forums, see what people think about it, and you know they're really good knives. So I'm gonna have my 3 SC knives, the medium, the small, and the large one, you know, just available. So I'm pretty excited about that too. Now I always bring with me a little bit of sugar, and this is brown sugar. I gotta have some sugar, guys. So I'm sorry if you guys are avid tea drinkers and you don't put sugar in your tea. I'm sorry, I kind of do. I like to have some sugar with my tea. I like a little bit of sweetness. Alright, that looks mighty fine. Yeah, some sugar. Let's see if this is ready. Oh my God. Wow, that is really good. Yeah, boiling it a little bit longer definitely enhances the flavor. And I think the brown sugar does contribute quite a lot. I've had this without sugar, and it's got a good taste. It's a very earthy taste. I know it's kind of cliche to describe it as an earthy taste, but that's really, to me, what it feels like. And trust me, I've had earth, I've had dirt, I've had mud pies and mud cakes and all that kind of stuff as a child, so I know what earth tastes like. But this is really good. I mean, this is really good stuff. Wow, this is really yummy. There's a little egg over here. Yeah, it's just about half of a shell there, just laying on the ground. Don't know what kind of bird this is. There's a bunch of cardinals just flying around as I'm sitting here, so I don't know if it might be a cardinal egg. Be interesting to find out. Now I just poured myself the last or the remainder of the Chaga tea, and just to be fair, as far as flavor, I didn't add any sugar to this. And it still has a very pleasant flavor. It's a very mild flavor, but it's very pleasant nonetheless. And I'm gonna save the chunk. I'm gonna take it home. Here it is. I'm gonna go ahead and save it, because I got a feeling there's still a lot of good stuff in this. It's It's a good sized chunk, and I think if I take it home and I just cut it in half and then boil it again and make you know, a couple more cups of tea for the evening or for the afternoon. I still got a couple good sized chunks left over from Lock Lane, so I've been drinking it kind of slow because it's quite a privilege for me to have that down here in Texas. We don't have birch trees, so definitely a privilege. Wow, that's a big cardinal. Let me see if I can turn the camera around and show you guys, because that is one big cardinal. And that's the one thing that frustrates me about the GoPro. You can't zoom, but he's right there on the ground. He's probably going to move here in a little bit. Now you guys won't be able to see it, he's a little too far. So this little part of the trail is kind of blocked off. It looks like it collapsed due to the rain that we had a few months ago. And I don't think that's going to be repairable because it's completely gone down into the creek. There's a creek bed down there. I wish I could go down there to that creek. There's no way that I can see to go down there. It's kind of steep. So I'm just going to keep going and see if I can find a better place to go down there from. Oh, here's another section that collapsed. Yeah. Interesting. So due to the temperature, you know, even though I'm walking underneath the sun right now, it's really not bothering me a whole lot. I mean, it's so pleasant right now. And I can't remember the last time I was able to do that because, you know, it's been so hot out here. So you spend a minute or two underneath the sun in the summer and my gosh, I mean, you end up getting yourself roasted. So yeah, it's amazing how, you know, 15-20 degrees, how much of a difference that makes in terms of toleration of the sunlight. Squirrel. I think we made that squirrel a little angry. Yeah, he's angry. Yeah, he's by himself. I don't think there's another squirrel out there, so I think he's angry about me. Get your panties in a twist. So walking without paying a whole lot of attention, I hit my toe again on the root of a tree, so it's sore again, a little bit sore. So I didn't realize the sun was behind me. I hope you guys can see me. But anyway, I think I'm gonna start heading back. Toe's definitely sore, and I don't want to make it worse. I don't want to, you know, take a few steps back after it's been healing so substantially okay. So let's just go ahead and head back I think the place where it parked is somewhere around there. We'll find our way. And yeah, we'll just have to cut it a little short. You know, that's the thing about your feet. You got to take care of your feet, because it's, you know, what carries you. Without your feet being okay, and you just can't get anywhere. So let's just head back. Well guys, like always, I really appreciate you guys coming along for the walk. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like. Please check us out on Facebook, Muddy Tiger Outdoors. Please leave a comment if you feel like doing so. We'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.